Question for you. Have you ever looked around and noticed other women building businesses online and quietly thought to yourself, yeah, but I don't really have anything special? Not because you couldn't, not because you don't really feel like doing that, you just want to be lazy, not because you don't want more, but because somewhere along the way, you have convinced yourself that the things that you naturally do don't count. And this is what that looks like in real life. You help everybody organize things. People always come to you for advice. You know how to budget money down to the penny. You can plan some events, have us all having a good time. You can decorate some things, and mama, you can cook. You encourage people. You manage schedules, and I'm not just talking about your own schedule. You manage the schedules of multiple children, the people at work, other family members, community events. You create graphics, beautiful, visually appealing graphics. You literally keep a whole household functioning. But because it feels normal to you, you keep dismissing it. And I really want you to hear this today, loud and clear. The thing that feels so basic to you, it might actually be very valuable to somebody else. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Healing, Hustle, and Home. I'm Ashley Springs, educator, mentor, sports mom, and your glow up bestie. And this is the space where we get real. We get real about building a life that actually fits who you're becoming. And before we go deeper into this conversation today, if this podcast has been helping you think differently, move differently, or believe differently about yourself, please make sure you are following the show. Share this episode with another woman, another mom who needs this reminder, and come join us inside the Becoming House community. You will especially want to be inside of the Rise Room inside of that community, because there is all kinds of content and lessons about exactly what I'm talking about here today. This is where we are learning how to stop shrinking ourselves down and how to finally start building, because we have so much to offer and we got to get it out there, okay? So today, I want us to talk about something that keeps so many women stuck for a long time, not because they don't have potential either, but it's really because they keep overlooking what's already in our hands. And we're talking about skills. We're talking about gifts. We're talking about experience, and how busy moms can start turning what they already know, what they already do, into income. Not someday, not when life calms down, but right now, like right now, this week, this month, this year. I think one of the biggest lies that women believe is this: if I was really talented, I would already know it. Girl, stop that. Stop that. Because that's not usually how it works. Most of the time, your gift feels ordinary to you because you've been doing it. You've been carrying it for so long. It just feels, oh, this is just part of my normal day to day. And it looks like you being the person that everybody calls when they need help getting organized, right? I'm thinking about, you got the family reunions coming up, so they call you. I'm talking about the trip, that vacation's coming up, so they call you to help everybody get it planned, okay? You naturally helping people fix their problems. And I'm not just talking about in your house either. I'm talking about I'm talking about on the job. I'm talking about in your friend groups. Like you naturally help people fix their problems and you do it and you make it look easy. You make things look so much easier than what they are. I'm talking about you teaching people things without even realize that you're teaching. I tend to do that all the time, and I probably get on people's nerves, and I don't even mean to. But sometimes it's just natural. And because if I know something and somebody is stressing through something or they're trying to figure something out, like I don't want to just keep it to myself. I want to share what I know. It's just a habit. It's just natural to me. Like I've always loved teaching ever since I was a kid, which is why I studied teach. I got my teaching degree and teaching license early on. And early on years ago, I was an actual teacher. It's just something I've always loved. And you actually, you don't have to be a licensed teacher to teach people things. You teach people how to decorate cakes. You teach people how to organize events. You teach people how to budget their money. You might teach people how to declutter or organize. You might teach people how to plan, how to get their routines together, how to do things at work, on the job, whatever that is, whatever job that is that you do. But it's because that you've done it your whole life, you assume that it's not a real skill. And that is a lie because it is a skill. And I want you to really sit with that today. Sometimes the thing that you've normalized is actually the thing that you're supposed to build from. Yeah, let me say that one more time. The thing that you've normalized is actually the thing that you're supposed to build from. The thing that you love to do is actually the thing that you're supposed to build from. And I know for a lot of moms listening, this is where the insecurity starts. If you love cooking, if that's the thing that you do and you like to eat and you can teach people how to do it, do it, girl. I think about Kimmy's creations all the time. She'll say all the time that I'm not a chef, but Kimmy be on that internet, okay? She be teaching us something about cooking. And she has a big family. And she just records herself cooking. She teaches us how she puts seasonings together, how she makes family meals, and how she does stuff for her family. But that's cooking. And she's made her income and she's actually turned that into a full-time job for herself. So if you don't know Kimmy's creations, look her up on the internet. She is all over social media. It's Kimmy with a K and creations with a K. But insecurity starts right there. But it's because you're comparing your everyday abilities to somebody else's polished online business. Now, I'm not telling y'all that you recording your cooking videos is going to end up exactly like Kimmy because you are different. And the way you do things, the way you see things is going to be different, right? You're seeing logos, you're seeing brands, you're seeing followers, you're seeing websites. Meanwhile, y'all, you're sitting in your kitchen helping your child with homework while you're mentally planning tomorrow's schedule. See, some of y'all have a gift of helping children. That is a thing. Some parents, some families, some fathers, some grandparents can't help their children with homework. That is a gift for you. And so while you're in the kitchen helping your child with homework, while you're mentally planning tomorrow's schedule, you think there is no way that I could build something. But I need you to hear this. I really need you to hear this. Every single business starts with solving a problem. Every one of them. Every one of them starts with solving a problem, y'all. That's it. That's it. And one problem, too. One really good problem. And the question is not, am I talented enough? The real question is this. What do people naturally come to me for already? Think about it. And if you're writing anything down, or if you can come back to this, if you're driving, write that question down as you take some time to reflect. What do people naturally come to me for already? My sister, she absolutely loves to take pictures, and she gets on our nerves as a family because we know every time that we're together, we got to take some pictures. But you know what? Whenever I'm with her, if I want some pictures taken and I want to make sure that my pictures are going to be on point, guess who the first person I'm going to go ask is? As much as she gets on my nerves, I am going to ask my sister, girl, can you take my picture? So guess what? That's a skill for her. So now let's make this practical, okay? Because sometimes people hear turn your skills into income and they immediately think they need to quit their job, launch a huge business, or become an overnight influencer. Don't get it twisted. That's not what I said. And that pressure shuts people down before they even begin. And I don't want you to do that. But this can start much smaller than that. It can look like a mom who is great at budgeting, helping other moms create spending plans for the month, right? It can look like a mom who learned Canva. I love Canva, y'all. So if you need help with Canva, let me know, and your girl will teach you all about Canva. It is actually part of the Becoming House community. Get in there. So a woman who learned Canva at work can help small businesses with their graphics. Yes. A mom who preps meals and does that well, y'all. I'm just saying. A mom who meal preps well can teach overwhelmed families how to simplify their food routines. Your girl does not like cooking. I'm always trying to do something simple, okay? Somebody who is good at sports scheduling, me, can help busy families organize their activities. If y'all need help with organizing your schedules, holler at your girl, because organizing is my jam. And I can get your schedule all the way right. All right. Get everybody on the same page. That's my jam. And I really want you to hear this. You can too. Think about what you are good at. Because people always ask me the question, girl, how do you do everything? And sometimes I sit there myself and I wonder, girl, how do you do everything? I don't know. But it's because I love to organize schedules. And I really want you to hear this. Income doesn't always start with expertise either. Sometimes it starts with usefulness. Okay, let me say that another way, because sometimes we need to hear things differently. You don't have to know everything to help somebody with the thing that you already know. And this is where women get stuck. Perfectionizing themselves out of movement. Stop trying to be perfectionist. Stop that. I'm guilty of that. I had to really get myself out of this idea that everything has to be perfect. It does not. So we perfectionize ourselves so much that we talk ourselves out of it because we think, I need another certification. I need more training. I need to feel more confident first. No. Confidence usually comes after movement, not before it. We got to do something in order to build our confidence. And that is exactly why I teach the right lane method. Because we got to stay in our lane. Get in our lane. Get in the right lane, okay? So many women are trying to build businesses based on what's trending. Y'all don't hear me. So many women are trying to build businesses based on what's trending instead of what actually fits their real life. And your right lane is not just what can make money. It's what fits who I really am, what fits who I already am, what fits your capacity, your personality, your season, your strengths, because not every opportunity is your opportunity. Stop trying to chase what's trending. That's where the lack of confidence comes. And it looks like this. All right. A busy sports mom realizing that she doesn't have to post 24/7 online. No, but she can create one digital product that helps other moms. It looks like somebody realizing they don't want a huge audience, right? They just want flexible income. It looks like a woman understanding that her lane isn't coaching, it's organizing systems. And I want you to pause here for a second. How much pressure would leave your body if you just stopped trying to build and be like everybody else? Because your lane may not look loud, but that doesn't mean it isn't valuable. It's your lane. It's your thing. I want you to think about this honestly, okay? Oh, I'm telling y'all something right now. I want you to think about this honestly. What is something people compliment you on? What's something people compliment you on? I tell you what, I had a couple of friends. I'm gonna talk about them right now. I have a friend named Amber who is one of the most thoughtful people that I know. Like Amber, it doesn't matter what it is, she is thoughtful. She will give you a gift, she will give you a card, she will send you a text message, she will let you know what's going on in the community, keep you informed. And I am so thankful for people like Amber because that's not my department. So I'm gonna give Amber her flowers. I'm gonna say thank you so much because we need people like Amber in our lives, right? I'm not that gift giver. I'm not that thoughtful. I'm not that intentional. I'm not that connected to people. My brain does not work that way. But I love Amber and I need people like her in my life. And then I have a friend named Angel. Angel loves to plan events. She loves to decorate things. And she is super meticulous on decorating, like all of the little tiny things that you don't think of when you're planning an event. Did you think about this? Or what about that? Oh, that little extra touch right here would be so pretty. Oh, what about if we make these? How about that? And I'm like, girl, I would have never thought about that. And I remember one year when my family was hosting our family reunion here in Charlotte, and I told Angel, and she helped me take it 10 steps above what it would have ever been. And my family noticed immediately. And I need people like Angel in my life because I have it organized. I'm going to have all of the systems. And when I tell you my family now operates on some systems when it comes to family reunion planning that they never had operated on in 25 years? Yes. Oh, I got the systems and the organization down. But those little things I needed Angel for. So I needed people like Angel and Amber in my life. And I compliment them just because of the people that they are. Now, I need you to think about yourself and what people compliment you on that you keep brushing off. Seriously. What's something that feels easy to you, something that you even enjoy, but it feels hard for other people? Because there's usually a clue hiding there. There's usually a clue hiding there. And sometimes the first step isn't creating a business, even though it could eventually lead to a business. Sometimes the first step is admitting I actually do have something valuable here. I can notice a gap in a system quick, okay? I could just have a conversation with somebody and I and they're telling me something that's going on, and it's so hard for me not to say, "Oh, you just need to do this," or this is just missing. Just think about that. Because I think in systems. So you think about what that actually looks like for you. What does that actually look like for you, right? Because I never want these conversations, y'all, to stay just inspirational without becoming practical. We're over that. We are over that. You guys hear enough motivation, enough inspiration on the internet, okay? We have to move into practicing, to getting into here's where I would start, okay? So let's talk about it. Here's where I want you to start. First, this is what I want you to do. Write down three things. Write down three things people naturally come to you for. Not what sounds impressive, y'all. What's real? Think about what's real. This ain't about fake. This is about what is real to me. What do people ask me for? And then I want you to ask yourself, how could this help somebody? Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be professionally either, right? Just practically. Just practically. And then start small. And this is important. Small does not mean insignificant at all. It looks like posting one helpful tip online. It looks like offering help to one person, creating one simple digital resource, testing one idea before overbuilding. Because clarity comes when we execute, all right? Your clarity is going to grow as you execute. Do not think your way into confidence. You don't. You don't think your way into confidence. It grows as you do the thing that you're talking yourself out of. You move your way into it, y'all. And here's what I want to leave you with today. You do not need to become a completely different woman to create income. Be yourself. You might just need to stop overlooking the woman that you already are. Please. Because your life counts on it. Your survival counts. Your skills count. Your knowledge counts. And the things that you learn while managing real life, those things have value too. So this week, I want you to stop asking, what should I become? You're already her. And I want you to start asking, what have I already been carrying? What have I already been doing that I haven't honored yet? Because your next level may not begin with learning more. It may begin with finally believing there's already something in your hands worth building. I'm Ashley Springs, your Glow Up bestie, and I'll see you here next week.